A serial pedophile from San Diego admits his crimes on video. Now, Team 10 obtained this video that reveals he was a leader in a church community.
Investigator Mitch Blocker talked to people who claim this is just the beginning, and Jehovah's Witnesses covered up child abuse for years.
I did abuse him.
Admitted serial pedophile Gonzalo Campos fled the country. He may never see the inside of a prison cell.
I touched his private parts.
His on-camera admissions and a settlement worth millions may have to be enough for his victims. The Jehovah's Witnesses never told police about Campos, who was a church elder. He's never been charged with a crime.
Were you allowed to continue to give Bible study lessons to children?
Sí. Yes.
In this video deposition taken in 2011 during a civil lawsuit, Campos admitted he abused several children in his San Diego congregation from the early 1980s through the mid-90s.
He is a serial pedophile.
Erwin Zalkin represented the 7 victims who have come forward.
It's about accountability. It's about taking responsibility. It's about protection of children. It's about changing the way they operate.
Zalkin claims child abuse continues inside the Jehovah's Witness community. He claims church leaders, known as elders, and the Jehovah's Witnesses headquarters, known as the Watchtower, treat child abuse like a sin instead of a crime.
The elders are instructed that they are to report that up the chain to the Watchtower and before or not to authorities, that it is the Watchtower that will decide what happens.
Team 10 found the Watchtower has sent each congregation and its elders several confidential memos about how to handle child abuse starting in 1989. The original memo warns to be careful not to divulge information about personal matters, quoting scripture which says there is a time to keep quiet. Another memo from October 2012 outlines the current church policy. It tells elders to call the legal department and contact your overseer. It says loving elders should take steps to protect children, especially when the one who has sexually abused a child will be allowed to remain a member. The Jehovah's Witnesses lawyer, Jim McCabe, explained how the church now handles abuse allegations.
Today, whenever there's an allegation of child abuse, and local congregation hears about it, they call headquarters and get instructions.
Team 10 learned Campos is still a member of the Jehovah's Witness Church. He lives in Mexico, but McCabe says he is not allowed to hold a leadership position. We also learned Campos is just one of thousands of alleged abusers the Jehovah's Witnesses know about. A database detailing more than 23,000 allegations of abuse was taken from church headquarters and revealed to the public in 2002.
Does the church always report allegations of child abuse to police?
No. Under biblical law, a man can only be convicted on the testimony of 2 or more witnesses.
McCabe, who is a Jehovah's Witness and elder of his La Jolla church, said the Jehovah's Witnesses have always reported abuse allegations to police when required by law. It became California law in 1997.
Our problem is that there are some bad men that sneak into an organization. They've snuck into our organization, they've snuck into other organizations. When we discover who they are and what they are, we take the action that we can take as a religious organization.
Do you think it's widely known that there are sexual abuse problems inside the Jehovah's Witness Church?
No, and it needs to be brought to the public's attention.
We wish we could undo what has been done, but it can't be.
San Diego lawyer Erwin Zalkin says he plans to file more lawsuits against the Jehovah's Witnesses. Some of those cases stem from other abuse here in San Diego.
All right, so how much are these of the settlement are the local churches responsible for?
We'd love to know. Probably millions, but that's confidential. It's sealed under a court order.
Interesting.
Yeah, he won't tell us.
Okay, thank you, Mitch.